Hey guys, what's going on? It's Cameron Logan here. Today I'm just going to give you guys a quick, well, not really quick, but a bit of a change in pace of my normal videos. So normally I just make random videos and like couple random running videos, whatever. But this past year I've been getting into racing pretty hard. The last couple years I've been running this occasionally, but there's not very many races for this in a year. So I invested myself in a 8 scale e-buggy and 8 scale nitro buggy. Originally there I had Hobeo Hyper VS2s. Now I have a pair of Mugen MBX 8Rs. So this video is my results and like leading up to the race of I believe it was Series 3, race Series 3 or 4. So obviously I'm going to show you guys first. It is first qual, and then second, third, and then the main. So I got this new Insta360 Go 3. It's not a sponsor. I've seen them. I really like the idea of how tiny they are. They're perfect for this. I mean, you look at the little camera itself and the car, and obviously when I saw this on the market, I thought, wow, that is perfect. Obviously without the block. Put that in there, get some sick footage. So that's exactly what I did. So for my first qual, I used it on my hat. There's a little hat clip. I just put it on the brim of my hat. And it worked pretty well. I don't really know if I'll use that in the future or have it on the car. We'll see. It depends on how you guys like it. So if you guys like it on the hat, let me know. If you like it on the car, also let me know. And then second and third qual, I had it here on the wing. And then the main, I put it in the very center, which it ended up actually flying off. I'm pretty sure I know of a better way to mount it, but just ended up getting smacked by a guy we were battling for position, and it just off she went. So sadly, you guys don't get the whole video or the whole length of the main, but after that, I'll give you a walk down. So basically, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to give you kind of a breakdown of my first qual, and then you'll watch the first qual. Then I'll give you a breakdown of my second qual, you'll watch second qual, and then I'll give you a breakdown of the third qual, you'll watch the third qual, and then main, and then I'll give you a breakdown of the main, and that'll be the end of the video. Now, I'm not, for the quals, I'm only doing like roughly a minute for each one, so you're not going to be watching the full qualifying round, because they're not that exciting to watch, in my opinion. So, I'm kind of choosing like a highlight of a minute for each qual, so you guys get some entertainment. Now, anyways, I'm going to get into actually what happened in the first qual. So the Saturday night, it rained quite a bit, so the track had a shitload of moisture in it. It was muddy as all hell, to be honest. Luckily, the guys at Barnyard, they're an amazing group of guys, and they worked really hard getting the track ready for Sunday. And then I believe they got a little more rain over the night, Saturday night and Sunday morning, which they then took care of. Pushed our qualifying start date back a bit, or start time, so the track could dry out a little bit more. And then we went on. So I was in Heat 5 to start with, and it was pretty muddy. I threw on Sweeps Defenders. I believe they're silvers. These aren't Defenders, by the way. This is what I ran my mains with. So the Defenders are kind of a bigger pin, and then they have the blocks in the middle, or not blocks, sorry, bars, just like a line of bars. I just thought with all the mud, it might help a little bit so it doesn't get caked and clogged and then just turn into a slip and slide. So I thought that might help, which I don't really know if it did. It was just super grippy, so it only really mattered. Which my cars, how I like them, is extremely responsive, but since it was so wet and grippy, you touch your wheel and it just darts. So it was very, very twitchy, and it was all over the place, which was fine, but it was okay. It went all right. Not the best, not the worst. So anyways, I guess we'll get to it. Yeah, here's the first call.
John and Mike.
3 minutes left.
Just over 2 minutes remaining. There's a new 24-3 fast lap of Tyler Robinson. 7 seconds over. Watch the start of the speed again. Over 7 seconds to.
Alright, so you guys saw qual number 1. So I ended up finishing 5th in that heat, which was okay. I didn't have any practice that morning. I didn't drive at all Saturday. Actually, I haven't driven. I think it was like two weeks prior to that. So I was okay with it. I thought I did pretty well for that. So now the second qual, you'll see I have the camera mounted on the rear wing, like I was telling you guys earlier. And this qual went, I felt better as driving because I felt a lot more comfortable. Because, well, I just did my first qual, so I had a little bit driving under my belt that day, well, let alone that last couple weeks. So I felt a little bit better about it. Ended up doing pretty decently. There was a lot of traffic and the ground was still super moist, so you'll see all the mud kicking up from the tires, and actually the camera is going to have some mud on it, so I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do. And you'll see I'm kind of with traffic the whole qual, so that was kind of a struggle, but what can you do? You just kind of push through it and hopefully you get decent results. So all right, anyways, oh, I should probably mention what tires I had on. So for the second qual, I believe I threw on Proline Fugitives. They'll either be Fugitives or the Sweeps Defenders. I can't remember. I do believe they're Fugitives. So we'll have to see. I'll put it up on the screen. But anyways, I'll let you guys see the my second qual.
Careful on the back step.
So that was my second qual. Now for the third qual, the track conditions changed quite a bit. It wasn't as much of a mud. The ground was more, felt more of like a clay. So I decided at this point to change to my Proline Fugitives. I didn't do it in the second qual, I did it in the third. And their M4 compound, which was it was way too soft. But that was kind of my only choice. I did have some other tire options, but I really wanted to run the Fugitives, so I bit the bullet and I ran them. After this qual, I did chat with a few other of the guys, and everyone kind of had the same problem though, except Carolyn, which is actually the girl I was following there, which is one of my teammates. I ended up just, well, you guys will be able to see, but my tail was, I had like no rear grip. It felt like it was kind of a bugger to drive, but like I said, almost everyone else was experiencing the same thing, just because the track changed so much from second to third qual. It dried out quite a bit and packed down a bit. There's still a bunch of moisture in the track, but like I said, it just felt more of like a clay than a dirt. But overall, this qual went decent for my struggle with traction. There's a couple mistakes in there, but overall it was pretty decent. It was my worst qual definitely of the day because of my traction issue, and for some reason in my head I was just over driving, over pushing myself, which you can kind of see at the end of the clip. I flip over. That happens I think two times during my qual. So normally my consistency is like 90 to 95. I believe that was like a 90% consistency qual, which is okay, but you know, I'd rather be up closer to that 95, but it is what it is. So yeah, anyways, I'll let you guys see the third qual, and then off to the mains, baby.
Luigi 9 and build. These things for our E-Buddy C-Man. Yeah. Spot 12 road to move up to the next. Alright, perfect. On the cone, less than
5. Alright, so as you guys can see, I started off in 5th, then I went to 10th on that first lap because I decided I wanted to drive straight into that pipe, and then had another bobble, and then I ended up getting into my groove, you know, caught up, did pretty decent. Then I hit that one jump on this back straight there, and Luigi, I don't know where he came from, but man just came out of the woodworks and whack, smacked him. Then kept going, whatever. Then him and I were kind of fighting for that position. And then just coming over the tabletop, he just got under me, and I went on top of him, and it was enough of a jolt to kick the camera off, and that's all you guys saw. But as you guys can see in the sheet that I put up there, you can see I fought all the way from 10th all the way up to 3rd, and I was only 8 seconds behind Carolyn, which was 2nd, which was the bump spot. So if I didn't have that screw up in the beginning, I was pretty confident I could have been up there with the bump. I might not have gotten it, but I would have been a lot more competitive up there to get it. I'm normally a C, like top of C, bottom of B driver, so yeah, I still super happy with how I did. It was a lot of fun battles with the guys, so I quite enjoyed that. And the camera got some sick shots. I can't wait to figure out a proper mount so I can get that set up where it does not fling off. It should be good. I thought it would have been okay, but it is what it is. So let me know how you guys like this kind of video, if there's anything more you'd want me to do, or do you want me to add to it, how I could improve on it, because well, this is the first time I've done, well, really any track footage. So yeah, if there's anything you guys think, just let me know. If it's bad, good, ugly, I don't care. I'll take the feedback and I'll do what I can to improve. So one thing before I do actually go, these tires felt absolutely amazing. They're the Nano Bites from Sweeps, and my lord, they felt phenomenal. People came up afterwards and they're like, wow, those tires look absolutely crazy. And well, I'll tell you, they sure perform pretty well on that track. So very impressed with these. I've quite liked all the Sweep tires that I've ran so far. They perform super well. Anyways, please make sure to leave some feedback down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next weekend.